My designing sometimes gets the better.
So no, it's so good, Jay.
Well, you know, sometimes I don't think about it and how much rough I'm burning.
Okay.
But I just go for the look.
It's good. It's good. We love it when you're a little bit indulgent like that. Okay, lapis lazuli. This is what I call a starry, starry night stone, because you'll see scattered throughout high quality lapis. You'll see what looks like if you're in, you know, the forest or out in mountains where it doesn't have a lot of ambient light from a city. You'll see the twinkle of stars that you didn't even know were there. That's what I feel when I look at this lapis and I see that iron pyrite just sort of winking and blinking back at me. And then Jay has done with his team such a beautiful job of this cage of sterling silver over the ring.
Yeah, and this might look simple. This is brand new. This is actually the very first time you get to see it.
Quite elaborate,
okay,
really.
Now, I know... Okay, let me explain something on the manufacturing end of this, the art part of this. Okay, so you have the silversmith, okay, he makes the base ring. You have the lapidaris who actually cuts, he cuts the lapis, and this is really super high-grade lapis. He cuts it, he gives it to the silversmith. The silversmith initially builds the setting by hand from sheet material. He builds that, he sets the cabochon in there, okay. So now the scroll work, the silver over the top, think about it. How did they do that? How did they do that? And how did they get it over the lapis? And this is where you got to think about it. This is the art. This is the skill. This is what makes Mind Finds what it is. This shows you our art. A lot of people just look at this and go, oh yeah, it's got scroll work over the top of the stone. Think about it. How did they do that? That's silver. They have to solder that. They have to get it hot. Do you know how they do it? They put it in what they call cool jewel. So so the ring is set. They put it down and they submerge it in this material. It's called cool jewel to keep the heat from transferring. Oh, if you get that lapis hot, you'll crack it, right? Of course, yeah. They take a micro torch and they take the wire and put the wire over that and they solder it at those little points, then they take it and they buff it. We got a handful of silversmiths that can do this. This is something that not everybody can do, okay? You can't, once you set a stone, the last thing in the world you want to do is put heat to it. I'll tell you a funny story. One of the few stones that you can do, and you know this because you're a GIA graduate, so, one of the few materials that you can put heat to when you're setting it and you're doing tips or whatever are diamonds. Sure. Okay, as Siobhan will tell you though, what happened, and now they don't do that, they don't put heat to diamonds, and here's why, is because a few years back, some creative genius came up with the fact that, okay, what makes diamonds precious is the cleanliness of it, right? So if they're eye clean, if they don't have carbon inside the diamond, and diamonds are made from carbon, that's just pure carbon. So what they figured out how to do is take a laser and drill out and drill the carbon out of it. Now, what they would do though is then they would backfill it with like a glass filler to fill the hole. So you still have this beautiful brilliance. The carbon's not in there, so now it's eye clean, right? Yeah. But if you don't tell that to your jeweler and he's sizing your ring and he puts a torch to that, then all of a sudden your beautiful 5-carat diamond just turned into something that's worth about maybe $1, if that. It's fish gravel because it's just going to milk up. Thousands of dollars yeah, it's just going to milk up. Okay, you're going, why is he telling us this stupid story? The reason is I just want to let you know, this is really, think about the art of this. You've got this huge, big, bold lapis ring. It's brand new. You've never seen this before. You can see the scroll work in the back there. But only a very handful of our silversmiths are good. You have to have a very delicate, light hand to do this. You know, you have to have somebody, maybe Brian's caliber, that actually can do this. I mean, you really, really have to have a very, very micro torch, and you have to have a really, it's almost like writing with a pen, only with flame and molten metal.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, it's almost like writing with a pen. If you were writing with a fine point pen, but there was a flame, and you were working with molten paper. That's basically how that's manufactured.
Okay, that's intense. We have sizes 5 through 12. Stay with us if you want that, because the 5 and the 12 are going to be the first to go. We're going to say hi to Ruth for a sec in Ohio. Hi, Ruth.
Hi.
Hi, good morning, Ruth.
Hi, Jay.
How you doing? Did you get the chrome opal?
Yes, I did. I'm one of your opal people.
You know,
I got the chrome opal, and I got the opal and turquoise ring.
Oh, that Ethiopian opal with the Sleeping Beauty?
So pretty.
Yes, and I hope it will go with the opal necklace, I'm sorry, the turquoise necklace that my husband bought for me a while ago that had the inlaid precious opal.
Yes, yes. Yeah, it should go perfectly with that.
Oh, that's what I was hoping for, because
they're both precious.
Yes, I have your boulder opal, and I have your peppermint opal, and your pink opal, and your blue opal, and your sea green opal, and your lavender opal.
Oh my gosh.
I'm an October baby.
I was going to just say, you know, I was just thinking, she's got to be an October baby.
October, Libra, Scorpio. Well, happy birthday, Ruth.
Do you know, even like that?
But I'm not a baby. I'm going to be 82 in October.
Well, you don't sound like you sound like a very young person. But you're saying things like that peppermint opal. Do you know that you can't even get that anymore? I mean, that's gone.
I have your pistachio opal.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, that is so cool.
I've been way back with you, Jay.
Well, to buy peppermint opal, I know how far back that is. So that's incredible.
Going back in time, Ruth.
Yeah. And I got the pistachio close to the same time.
Yep, same time.
Perfect timing.
Pistachio. In fact, we've got some of that rough, but very limited. But they're not mining it right now. But the peppermint is totally mined out. And same thing with the blue. You can't get the blue opal.
See,
well, within the last year, I got the blue opal, kind of, it looks like a rose pendant.
Yep, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
And later, I missed the show, but I saw them on, my son-in-law brought them up on the computer, which I know nothing about. And you happen to have the blue earrings that matched.
Right.
And I got them.
Cool. Oh, I love it when that happens.
Excellent.
Ruth.
Well,
so I was very fortunate.
I'm glad that you're an opal collector, because, you know, the two things that I really spend the majority of my time looking for are turquoise and opal.
Yeah, and worthy.
So that's cool. Ruth, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for calling. Tell your son we said hi and all that. Hugs and kisses all around. You know, Ruth, you just said something really powerful. You have opal that is no longer available. And guess what? Anyone who's buying Sleeping Beauty today, 10 years from now, when Jay's celebrating his 30th anniversary.
It won't even be 10 years. You're looking at maybe a year and a half, 2 years max.
11th anniversary. You're going to be saying the same thing like Ruth. Like, remember when?
Remember when you got Sleeping
back
Beauty?
in the day?